We're ready-ish.
Okay.
Are we recording? Oh,
I don't know. Are we?
I guess we're recording.
it didn't say, I guess it doesn't say recording in progress.
Oh,
Are you
it's
sure
not.
we're recording?
Yes, I'm sure we're
Oh, okay.
recording.
Hi, Flosstube. I'm Carrie.
I'm Whitney.
I'm Sarah.
And we are the Three Trails Stitchers back for another top-notch Chef's Kiss video.
Someday we're gonna learn
amazing.
how to
Yeah.
edit,
Yeah, one of these days.
and y'all are just gonna be blown away.
Yeah, as always, if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back.
And
if
why?
you're a new
And
subscriber,
thank you.
Oh, sorry. I meant thank you.
if you're a new subscriber, sorry. That's what we like to say.
We do. We're sorry.
But I love everybody left really sweet comments
They
on
really
us
did.
this
It was
week.
so
And we're
nice.
like,
We're a lot of people's cup of tea.
that's right.
We
People-
are, and
people
which
like
means
us.
there's people out there like us, and we just
Yeah.
we didn't know that existed.
Yeah.
We really need to do like in the spring, maybe do some kind of stitching day.
Yes.
And
That and you know what?
At
There's
least
nothing
local
to
people.
say we couldn't do like a stitching Zoom sometime.
yeah, we could do that sometime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we
Let us
could-
know if you'd be interested.
Yeah,
in
let
that.
us know if you'd be interested, and maybe we could do that like over.
Do you want us to get socially awkward in person?
Yeah,
What happens?
because we could do it.
Oh yeah, yeah. It would be so awkward and quiet.
Yeah.
So it was a better week. It went by
That's
faster.
right
Sorry,
in
there's
my
like a little
eyes.
fuzzy on my thing.
Should I adjust
Um,
that, or is it?
It's up to you. If you want to adjust it, is it bothering you?
It's okay. I'll survive. Your cat is on my bag.
Okay. It was a better week. It went by a little faster. The weather got better. It dropped significantly.
Yes, yesterday it was actually chilly outside.
Yeah, this morning I actually, and I'm not a person who turns my heat on. Like I keep my house on 65 or lower pretty much year round. But this morning it was like 53 in my house, and my cats had little icicles hanging off of them. Not really, but they were acting like they did.
No, they probably really did,
Probably. And so
because you
I
keep them in the basement, which is like -40.
don't keep them. I sleep
She's
down there.
Horrible pet mother. You all should turn her into CFS,
Ugh.
Cat Family Services.
I was
Whatever.
like, what's CFS? That was pretty good.
Anyway, so I turned on the heat for just a little bit, which was shocking to these two because my house is always freezing.
I know it's warm in here now.
Yeah, it's warm now, so it's back off. My
I'm
air is back on.
comfortable, so you know.
That it's that time of year where like you have to turn your heat on in the morning and turn your air on at night.
Yeah.
At least for us because we
Because
don't like
yes,
heat.
yeah, we can't do well, and because like everyone at work was talking about, oh, it was so nice to have the windows open, the attic fan going. Doesn't that bring inside air in?
Yeah.
And for people with allergies, that's not
Good.
good. No.
So, but it's nice. It's nice to have some folly weather, and we ran to the store and there's pumpkins everywhere, and it's a good pumpkin year.
It is a good pumpkin year. They're like
It is
perfect.
they are like
pumpkins.
round
Yeah.
and pretty.
Beautiful
I haven't
pumpkins.
checked the prices, but they're really
Yeah,
good looking
they are nice
pumpkins.
looking pumpkins.
So anyway, so that's our week in a nutshell. Just more of the same. So let's see, I guess we'll just get into cross stitch stuff. I mean, that's
That's
what we're
probably
here
why
for.
most of those
That's
people
why
are
we're
here
here. Yeah.
So are we going in our regular order?
Yes.
Okay. Well,
Oh, okay, yeah.
No, you don't want to?
Sarah, do you not want to go in order?
Well, if I go first, I can go pretty quick.
Yeah, but you won't have anything else. Oh, we do have a previous finish, so let's do that.
Oh, crap. Oh, sorry.
Fully finished object.
I have a fully finished object, but it's not my fully finished object. Well, I now own this fully finished object, but I didn't stitch it. I didn't finish it. This is
Cricut collection.
Cross-eyed Cricut Sleepy Hollow.
Yes.
We think it's called Sleepy Hollow.
Amazing.
And someone finished it in the board, the 3-fold board, and now
Like a
mom's
triptych.
yeah, like the triptych, and now mom's like upset she didn't do it, but I love this. So mom started this for me, I don't know, probably 10 years ago, maybe longer. And so she finally finished it, and she turned it into a wall quilt for me, and it will now be going in my TV room at home. And I have a wall that's totally empty, and so this is going to go at the top, lined up with the windows, and then I'm just going to fill that wall up with all kinds of Halloween and dark wall quilts. So this is to get the wall.
Yeah, and
amazing.
it's on Picture This Plus something.
Yes.
Maybe with a called for, which I don't know what that is. And then I think
Yeah.
she used for the most part, she used called for. I think Fancy Flosses, she used some of her Victorian motto as well. But
Yeah, I know she used some of her Victorian motto, but
yeah.
So anyway, I absolutely love it.
It's amazing.
And I told her I forgot to bring it with me today to show, but then we ran by the house and picked it up. So
I want to stitch this too. Here, let me see it.
no,
I just want to hold it. I want to stitch it as well because I love
What's that cat?
Ichabod. I love the Legend of Sleepy Hollow, but I'm going to leave, this is probably sacrilege. I'm going to leave the chapel or whatever and the tavern off, and I'm going to do the trees to the trees.
my God, you're a
That's a good
monster.
idea.
I know, right? But that's how I think I
I
want to
think
do
that's
it,
a good
but
idea.
not anytime soon. 'cause
Shut up.
2022 is the year of
Sorry.
smalls. Sorry, my cat took Whitney's seat.
Oh, you know what you
These
can
poor
do?
mistreated cats took
Poor
Whitney's
kid,
seat.
I know.
Okay, I'm gonna go hang this away from the kitties.
Okay.
But that's it. I don't have any other finishes, which y'all probably guessed.
Yeah, she is crazy. She's had a lot of cat
Hey.
names.
My mother had me tested.
Did you?
All right.
So-
I have, are we going backwards? We should go to Whitney then, right?
Me?
Sure.
Okay.
I just wanted to go first. I didn't care who else went
I don't know.
second.
Now I'm confused.
Yeah, we'll just go.
So I have this finished. This is from the Witchy Stitcher.
And we think it's awesome.
And it's just on, I think this is just fiddler's cloth, honestly.
I think it is.
They're
That's what it
called
looks like.
for DMCs. So that's
It's really
my,
pretty. I like it. I love those colors on that fabric.
yeah, I was not going to use this fabric. I grabbed it by mistake and it turned out to be a happy mistake.
And
So-
I asked her if she played the song by Donovan the entire time, and she
In
said
my
it was
head.
going through her head.
Yes, it was hard for it to not to be in my head.
Kind of messy, but I have finished. This is a finished for now. It's not a finish. I finished the first part of Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery's Maple Lane. So it's the little coffee and tea hut. It has a little espresso machine. I
It's
love
cute.
that tree.
That
The
tree,
tree is my favorite part.
Yes.
Now, is that tree a fancy floss or is it just?
It's two fancy floss.
Yeah.
It's
Oh, okay.
Finley's Gold and Honeycomb, which
Okay.
are Classic Colorworks colors, I
I
believe.
kind of wish now I bought that.
I mean, you could totally.
I mean,
catch
I
up
could
at
go
this
back and
point.
buy it, but
It was fun to stitch, as Frosted Pumpkin stuff always is, and I'm excited to get the next part, but I'm glad I don't think it comes out till like November 5th, so I don't have to worry about it for a while. But it went pretty quick.
yeah, you did that fast.
So, and then I have another finish that I finished last night. This is from, and I said it, I told somebody last night, I think it's Stitch and Wander. It's Wander and Stitch. Her name's Hannah. She's on Instagram, but I got it on Etsy. And it is Amanda Gorman. It's a quote from The Hill We Climb, which was her inauguration day poem, which it was amazing. I mean,
It
it was
was
probably
amazing.
the highlight. It was incredible of that day. And it says, being American is more than a pride we inherit. It's the past we step into and how we repair it. So I love it. It has her.
Yes, it's amazing.
And you're thinking about hanging it up in your library, right?
Yeah, I think so. I might finish it somehow and put it like on my desk at work. But I bought her new picture book. I think it's called Change Sings.
Okay.
And it's beautiful. It's a beautiful book. It's illustrated by Jonathan Long, who's a children's illustrator, and of course written by her, and it's a beautiful book.
I need
so.
to get it for the library.
And that's my finishes. Oh, and this, by the way, is on 14 count, cheap, somewhat cheap, DMC Ada. They have it Michaels now, and it's printed, which maybe everybody knows that.
So kind of like printed like fabric flare.
Yes, and
I
I
want
had
some.
heard about it from
I want some
someone,
too.
and I have two pieces today that, like this one and another one, that are on it, and I really like it. It's crunchy as all get out, but
I don't think
I
it's
think
that
the
bad.
color-
Not bad.
the color is really good. Like, and it
Yeah.
was, it's only 15 by 18, but it's $10, and you can always use a coupon. I'm pretty happy with it.
Well, and that'd be
Yeah.
good for a lot of
That's
different things.
Mhm.
It's very sky.
The colors are really good. I meant to grab the
Yeah.
other colors I have, but I think they have about,
Are they here?
Did you buy like all of them?
yeah, there's like a pink opalescent.
Are they over
Yeah, well, there's one in my sewing room.
All right, I'll go grab them.
There's a pink opalescent one, which I might use for something soon, and the one I'm using for my whip that I'll show you. And like, they don't have names. Yes, this one, which I
Okay.
love. So the pink opalescent won't really show up because it's very, very light pink, like a ballet pink. But then this is other one, which I really like as well.
Yeah,
It's
it's
like-
really
Love
pretty.
that.
Yeah, it's like blues and greens, like very earth. And yeah, I think I might use that for something very soon because I'm gonna restart something and that might be what I do it on.
And it's nice that they cut it with pinking shears.
Yeah, so it doesn't, because we usually serge our fabric, but sometimes we're too lazy to serge.
Right.
And so this, it really doesn't, it will start to unravel a little bit towards the end, but the pinking shears really help. Yeah, so if you got a Michael's near you, I mean, I ain't mad at it.
I saw it online
works.
too, so you can't order it online.
Yeah.
Because I did look to see if they had it online.
But don't
It's
order all of
definitely
it
worth it.
because maybe I want to order
Right,
something.
we want
Yeah,
some
one
too.
of our we have 2 Michaels like close to us, and one of them was out of pretty much everything except 2 colors, and so I went to our other one, which is in Blue Springs, and bought the rest. But as many coupons as they have, it's definitely a good deal for like
Oh, yeah.
smaller things
Yeah.
that you're gonna work on. But anyway, yeah, that was the haul thing, but you know, whatever.
Yeah, you did that wrong.
So whips.
You don't have to whip?
I didn't work on anything this week.
Well, you still have your same whip, but
Yeah, it's whipping. Oh, did you want to see it?
It's whipping.
It's the exact same place it was. It's what I'm gonna work on tonight, so, where are you? Come here. There you are. All right, so, as I've said in the last, I don't know, probably the last 2 or 3 videos, I don't know, I'm in kind of a stitching slump. And the honest reason I think I'm in a stitching slump is that moon.
I have a problem
Because-
with stitching the moon.
I decided, I usually love filling stuff in. That's not the problem. I decided to use glow in the dark and I'm too far now to rip it out.
Yeah.
And I've used glow in the dark before. I used it on my Welcome Foolish Mortals piece with the 3 hitchhiking ghosts from Haunted Mansion. And I don't remember hating it this much. And maybe I was just doing smaller
It's very
pieces.
wispy and it separates easily.
Yes, it's separating very easy. It's very wispy and I'm really having a hard time with it. But I have told these 2 that no matter what, this moon gets finished before I can leave the house tonight. So
That's pretty bold.
We're gonna be here till crickets on board.
anyway, so because I think this is why I'm having a stitching
I
block.
get that. Like you feel like you have to finish something because you're
Yeah.
so close, but you're just like, I don't want to do
I
it.
don't wanna do it.
I know, yeah, but I love the piece. That's another thing is
Yeah,
I
it's a
really
great
want this
piece.
piece finished because I
Mhm.
And it'll be worth it when it's done.
I
'cause the glow in
love
the dark will be
Grim
worth it.
Reapers. Like one of my very favorite, when I used to do rubber stamps, one of my most favorite rubber stamps is a stick figure Grim Reaper whistling because he loves his work. And so I love Grim Reapers, but
Kristen from Still City Stitchers
know.
finished that. She showed it this
of
week.
course she did.
It's very cute. It looks, I mean, yours looks good. And she did it as a like a pillow finish. It was really cute.
Oh, cute.
Well, I love that cauldron thing we bought. I wish we could get one.
It was a tombstone.
I need to look for something that's a tombstone because I think it'd
If
be
you guys
really
see
cute.
a metal
Tombstone
or wooden,
Or a wooden.
or wooden one, but something
I
that
feel
you
like
think this
Joann's
little
had
guy
some
would fit on,
wooden tombstones.
hit me up. Let me know. And I
I
will.
will find a pattern for one. We could have Cooper Wade cut one out.
I can draw a tombstone.
New business.
Yeah, we can give
Yeah.
them something to do.
So yeah.
Would they really do that for me if I drew one up?
Yeah, I don't know why they wouldn't.
Well, I know Kurt would because he loves me.
I
but
think
that Wade's
Joann's
kind of a
though might
monster.
have had some
No, he's not.
tombstones.
If you're watching Wade, I love you the most.
All right,
Big
so Whitney.
Whip.
I love this.
What is
I do
this?
too.
I don't remember what this is called.
Is it
It's
Family
just like the
Portrait?
family portrait?
I
By
like it was called
Mama
Family-
X Stitch, Mama Cross Stitch.
Mama Witch X.
Mama Witch X Stitch.
X Stitch.
Or I think she's Mama Witch.
Family
Cross-
portrait.
Yeah. So this is the little, this part is I think it's 6 pieces, 6
Yeah,
pages.
here's the thing if you want to hold that next to it. If it'll show up.
It's so
Here's-
stinking cute.
Sort of
There you go.
what it'll look like.
Yeah.
It is a lot bigger than I thought,
Yeah.
as is every project that I do.
162 by 127. It's
Yeah,
pretty good
so,
size.
and this is hazy gray 14 count by Fabric Flare, and it's DMC colors.
It looks so good.
It really does.
And is, even though like her stuff is kind of intricate, but it stitches fast. You
I
know what
just
mean?
love how like from afar, it looks like how she does her patterns. It kind of looks like wispy and
Yeah.
I don't know,
Mhm.
it's so cute.
Like I was even thinking like that line.
Yeah, it's almost like it's like
It's like you can see that it's just
fuzzy
kind
or-
of.
I don't know, it's
Yeah,
so
I don't
cute.
know either, but I love it.
I love her stuff. I'm definitely a
it's
fan.
very cute.
She did send me, she mistakenly did
like the color for white, she did a white symbol on white, which
Oh.
I didn't think about. I just thought, well, that must be white.
That must be
But
white,
She
so-
sent me a message and I told her, I was like, we absolutely love your patterns. And she was kind of nice to chat with. So
Yeah, she's great. I only have one whip because I finished that. I finished the Amanda Gorman thing last night, and then I started this last night. And this
Take a picture
is,
of it?
oh yeah, I guess I should tell you what it is. Meh. We're professionals, only professionals.
Only professionals.
Professional Flosstubers. So I'm doing this Marie Curie. It's by the little Stitcher.
Which her
because-
patterns are.
Yeah,
absolutely amazing too.
this is like my day to, or my year, I think, to stitch like inspirational women.
Oh, sorry.
So I did want to say, this is another piece, and it probably won't show up great, but this is another piece of the like printed DMC, my other piece, and this one is sort of like sepia, pinky, orangey. And I love this fabric, and I wanted to do this not on just a brown because I like brighter colors sometimes. And plus the piece is lots of like browns and blacks. Well, my white on my little beakers does not show up great. And so I was talking to Mom last night, and I'm like, I can see it in person, right? It's fine in person, but so she's like, I said, maybe I'll backstitch it in like a really light gray. So it looks kind of like glass. And she's like, well, what if you did like 1/2 stitch with a gray over the white? And I'm like, okay, well, maybe that would work. And she's like, do you have something shiny? And so I was like, I could go get some Etoile. Well, I still have the Etoile I used for the Tin Man, the sort of silvery. And so I did just a 1/2 stitch over each white stitch.
I like it.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
I
it
do
looks
too.
okay. At first I wasn't sure, but like this morning it was laying down and I'm like,
Well, you
oh
could've
yeah,
done
I
a
like it.
strand of each, like one strand.
Yeah,
of
but I
white
didn't
and
want to
one
pull everything out.
No, well, I mean, I get that.
And I'm kind of afraid it would get covered up with the white because
Yeah.
Etoile is slightly, like I used one strand. I don't know.
No, it looks fabulous.
So that's what I'm gonna do in the, at least the white, the beaker parts, because I thought it would look kind of,
Glassy.
yeah, but I did not do it on the bottom. But do you think that's okay?
What do you mean on the bottom?
It's like, this is the bottom of the beaker.
No, because whatever's in the beaker, that's.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't think you would see it.
Yeah.
the
right,
silver.
yeah.
So this is your radium.
Yeah.
Now, if you want to put some glow in the dark over that.
Well, I originally
because
thought I should
that's what will
change.
happen.
Yeah, I originally thought I was gonna change the greens because radium, and I'm sure that's not all that's in these beakers, but because that's not all she did, but it's just the number one thing.
It's just kind of what she's really known
Um,
for.
It's not really that, because when you think about how they used radium in like jewelry or watches or that kind of thing, it's almost like a glowy, tealy, mother
Yeah.
of pearl kind of a look, an
Yes.
opal.
It's almost
But
the glow in the dark thread, but that color all the time,
yeah,
not
Yeah.
the actual
So
thread
I
color
just-
when it glows.
but I just kept it the way it is.
No, I
because
think it's great.
a little
Yeah.
stitcher and, you know,
Because
Yeah,
you could do that to
That's kinda
her
what
and
she
make her
does.
glow.
no.
Too soon?
Too soon, too far.
Too far?
Too far.
Goodness gracious. Sarah's had too much caffeine.
Or not enough.
All right, so that's my whip. Sarah's showing her whip. We're going backwards, so now I don't know where.
I don't know what we're doing.
All right, so haul. Sarah, do you have any haul?
I have one haul. So I ordered is it the Sleepy Hollow box?
Yeah,
I
yes.
think that's what.
And
it's-
who was it from?
That's awful,
The
isn't
Witchy
it?
Stitcher
It's
and
the Witchy
Star
Stitcher and Star Stitcher or
Stars,
something.
Star Stitchery.
Okay, I'm really sorry I'm screwing this up, but I ordered the box and I ordered a pattern to go with it just because I couldn't resist it. It's called Cats and Jacks by Pineberry Lane.
Very cute.
Very, very cute.
They have lots of cute patterns.
Yeah. So there they are.
Is it Starlight Stitchery?
Maybe that's it.
Yeah.
So the box hasn't come yet, and which is fine. I can be patient. But this is my only haul this week.
Do you have any haul?
I have no haul. I was trying to make sure that that's what it was.
Okay, I was watching Bobby, of course. I watch Bobby pretty much every week. Pumpkin Creek.
Star
Frame.
Stitchery, not Starlight. Star
Stitchery,
yeah.
Okay.
And I think I said last week that she opened her own website. She's always sold through Etsy, and I think maybe you'll have to watch her. I think her Etsy's still open, but maybe it's going to close and go straight to her, just all of her website, but I'm not positive. And whenever I watch her, I buy things because she shows amazing things.
Just amazing thing.
This is adorable.
And so I bought, this is the one that made me want to make a purchase, first of all. This, which she bought a copy for herself. This is part of that, what do they call it? The Meow the Merrier, that everybody did for.
I didn't even know it was a series, so.
Well, it's all different artists did different cats. I think this
Oh,
was part
okay.
of it. But this one is Freddie Meow Curie. Ooh,
He's amazing.
which then I'm like, I keep wanting to say Freddie Percury.
Wouldn't
that be good too?
That would have been good too.
It's amazing. It's from Stitch People. It's amazing.
It
First
is
of all, I
amazing.
love Queen and I love Freddie Mercury, but it's only 51 by 51 and I adore it because he has a little mustache. Speaking of mustache, this is the other thing I bought because things can't travel alone. This is Fairy Wool in the Wood. Autumn is here. You gotta get close there
Okay.
because these little mushrooms. Can you see the mushrooms? That's my favorite thing. This is the whole reason I bought it. I mean, I also love gnomes. I love like old school gnomes.
Okay.
But these little mushroom guys have mustaches.
They have mustaches.
It's so cute.
It's so freaking cute.
It's so good.
Oh my
It is
God.
good. It's so cute.
I love it. And then I bought, of course, all this DMC printed fabric. I have some stuff on order. I did buy, this is exciting. I bought the Black Needle Society Murder Mystery box. It doesn't come until like, I think April, but I'm very, oh my goodness gracious. Hi, Vern. Get down, Vern. Hi. Get down. Come here. Okay. Come here, Vern. Come here, Vern.
Hello, world.
Okay. I might need to lift her down. Come here, boo.
There you go. No, down here. Come on. Fern, get down with your sister. Fern. Laverne, get your butt in. Thank you.
Oh gosh. That's just for Bobby.
Right.
What was I gonna say? Oh, I bought the Murder Mystery box. I'm very excited. It's my first Black Needle Society thing. And I was pretty excited because of course I love true crime and I love reading mysteries. And so I'm excited to see what's in it and participate in my first Black Needle Society retreat. Has to be in the camera. So if you are doing that, if you bought it as well, let me know, because then I won't be socially awkward. And I mean, I know probably Athena will be there,
Oh, she'll be socially awkward.
but when we Zoom, it'd be nice to know somebody. So I'm excited for that. And I have a couple needle minders coming, but have not arrived yet.
Oh, I have some needle minders coming that haven't arrived yet.
Yeah.
They're the Lego minifigures. She has a.
Yeah, I'm really curious to see how
I
they
don't-
look.
Yeah.
Gosh, I don't know what I don't have my phone with me. I'm sorry. She has a Facebook page, and they're I got the Maleficent one
Mm.
because Maleficent is life, and I can't remember the other two I got.
I'm really excited to see those.
Yeah,
see how
I'm
they
anxious
work.
to see what they look like.
'Cause I got a lot of Lego minifigures. A lot of Legos. Anyway, so that's our haul. Plans, Sarah?
I'm gonna finish that moon tonight if it kills me. And then parts, I still need to finish parts 4, 5, and 6 from the Oracle Sal. And I think that I really want to finish that before I start anything else. And then I think I'm going to start pulling out my turkey patterns
Oh, yeah.
to see kind of what I want to work on during November. Because I think I'm going to work on turkeys during November.
Are you doing like, are you going to have a birthday, like a day start? So like on November 22nd?
Well, my birthday's not till November 22nd. And I don't want to wait that long to start.
So November is just going to be turkeys
It's
for
just
Sarah's
turkeys
birthday.
for my birthday.
Because some
That's it.
people have mentioned that they might join along. So, and we'll
Like,
come up with a name for it and give it to you
Memphis
before November.
Sarah mentioned it.
We were like watching the rest. I had watched half of a video earlier this week and I was watching the rest today when Whitney got here and Sarah was coming back up the hallway and she's like, oh, I heard my name. So if you want to stitch a turkey, we'll start November 1st. And we'll
So,
put like
and-
a hashtag and stuff because
If I gather my patterns this week, I'll kind of maybe I can show what patterns I'm hoping
yeah,
to
I'll
stitch
try to
during
have
the
one
month.
ready too.
Because I'll probably stitch more than one because I have several little ones. And so I think I just kind of want to stitch some quick little things. But
Yeah.
so those are my only plans.
Oh no, that's Whitney.
Me, I'm just gonna keep working on the family portrait.
It's
for
so
the time
good. I
being.
really
It
like
is.
it.
It's really
I
good.
can't
I'm
believe how big
enjoying
it is.
stitching. I know.
It's like the possum.
I was like, it's gonna fit on this piece of fabric, right?
Yeah. I thought the possum
So-
was gonna be like a smaller stitch. And then
Yeah.
you start it and you're like, what?
Yeah, it's gonna be big, but
So good.
I'm really enjoying stitching it. So my plans are to do that, and I need to find a turkey pattern. I actually have one in mind, but you know,
I know it.
you know how I feel about the holidays, so it
I know you. I
goes
know,
with my
but
holiday feelings.
it would go with your holiday feelings. It'd be perfect.
Plans. I'm gonna work on this Marie Curie thing until I feel like I don't want to. I may just try to finish it. We'll see. Her dress is very big. That's lots of black
Yeah, lots of
stitches,
black
but
stitches.
her stuff usually goes pretty quick. I got way further last night.
It
than I
does,
thought I
like her
would.
projects
Yeah.
are good size, like they're not huge, they're like the right size,
Mhm.
but they actually go pretty fast for
Yeah.
as big as they are.
So I'm gonna work on that for a while, and I have my Fabulous Women in History all kitted up and ready to go, and I just have to decide when I want to start it. I don't know. I mean, it's not like it's a big deal, but I just have to be in the mood. There's some little things I'd like to stitch, and yeah, I don't know, just stitch what makes you happy. That's my thing.
Yes.
That's where we're at right now.
So I'm not gonna feel guilty for whips that are sitting around abandoned.
Nope,
At
me
least not,
either.
at least not today.
Right.
All right, so we will do a giveaway next week for Halloweeny time, because we'll be closer. It'll be like the week before.
Mhm.
So come back for that. And I think that's it for stitching stuff. Am I wrong?
No, I think that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
So we're gonna move on. If you don't want to hear our little media corner, what we're reading, watching, or I always want to say reading, writing. I need to go a different direction. Reading, watching, or listening to, then you can hit the road. We won't take it personally. Sorry, I keep looking up, but my neighbors are putting in new windows across the streets.
It's very interesting.
And it's just like,
I hope that means they're gonna paint the house.
Right?
yeah, I mean, they got a new roof and stuff because I got a nail in
Do you
my
think
tire
do you
this
think they're gonna
week
sell
from
the
their roof.
house?
I don't know. But I mean, the windows look nice.
No, the windows do look really nice.
So it's kind of nice that they're fixing it
Sorry.
up. But anyway, that's why I
We're
keep
distracted.
glancing up. It's because I'm like, what are they doing now? What are they doing now? So our media corner is going to start now. Are we going backwards for media corner?
Sure.
Okay.
Oh, so I finished the second graphic novel in the Witches of Brooklyn series, and it was so good. I can only wait till the next one comes out. And I've already donated it to my library and handed it out to the first kid who put it on hold. And so then I started this Memento Monstrum, because anything that has cute animals in it always gets me every time. I love reading books about animals that act like humans. So I just started it. I think it's going to be really cute.
It's got some neat illustrations.
It's got some amazing illustrations, and I know I'll butcher this name.
Jochen Till, maybe?
Is who wrote it.
And it's illustrated by Wiebke Rauers.
So translated by Rachel Ward. So I'm curious, originally published in Germany. So, and I told Carrie and Whitney, I'm not 100. I mean, this person may not even have an Instagram account.
Oh my goodness, that's
I know.
cute.
Right, look at
adorable.
this picture. Look at that. They're these little, it's these little vampire bats. And this isn't a spoiler because this was in the very first chapter. But Grandpa Vampire Bat is having to watch his 3 little grandkids while grandma and mom go on some little trip. And they find his photo album. And you find out, like, literally in chapter 1, in the second paragraph, that he was Sherlock Holmes. So I'm anxious to see how the rest of the book goes. I think it's gonna be a pretty quick read, but I'm not 100% sure. I don't already follow this illustrator on Instagram, if they're on Instagram.
It's really beautiful.
Or
It's beautiful
someone
bounce.
very similar. Yeah, it's beautiful. And it will get donated to my library when I'm finished with it, because what am I gonna do with them? But yeah, the illustrations are just, I mean, look, the creature from the Black Lagoon.
Oh, that's amazing.
So that's what I've been reading. I feel good that I'm actually reading again. Listening to, I actually was listening to Strange and Unusual podcast this week, back and forth to work. And I kind of went backwards from where I'm at. So I listened to the Defoe family, the
Ooh.
Amityville Horror, the Lizzie
I
Borden.
need to go back and start listening to podcasts again because I am.
Yeah, there
Not
were a
caught
lot
up at
of
all.
like good ones. And then I skipped back to August, where is kind of where I left off. So I think the one I'm listening to right now is Crop Circles.
Oh, cool.
And then watching last night on Dateline, I watched it was about a
Wackadoo?
church, a wackadoo cult. She called herself Mother God, and there were a lot of father gods, and
But it was Keith Morrison.
Keith Morrison, which is like
It was a
opening.
cult. It was Keith Morrison, and he leaned against things. 'cause that's
Yeah,
what Keith
and
Morrison
he
does.
wore his jeans, and I am sorry, but that is just like,
It's the best.
that's better than Christmas and Halloween wrapped up together.
Yeah. When you turn on a Dateline and you hear Keith Morrison's dulcet tones, you're like,
you're like,
yes.
I don't care if they're just talking about puppies running across the street. I
Like
will
the
listen to Keith
year-
Morrison.
There, one year he read The Night Before Christmas
Oh
around
my God.
Christmas, and it's the best thing ever. It always pops up every year in like my memories on Facebook. Amazing.
So I watched that last night. I haven't really been, I've been very lazy this week. I need to get off my iPad. I need to stop watching
Get off
TikTok.
TikTok.
We're gonna take it away
Um,
from her.
Yeah, take TikTok
They
off
really
the phone.
probably should take TikTok off my phone and iPad, but yeah, I think that's it. I think that's all I got for this week.
All she wrote.
All she wrote.
So we went to the bookstore last week
Oh yeah.
and I picked up this book called The Haunted by Danielle Vega. She wrote the Merciless series, which
It's fun. It's
I
good.
highly
mean,
recommend.
It's
It's
fun.
not
That's
fun,
good.
but it's a good read.
It's pretty scary.
And I'm just a couple chapters into it, but I'm pretty sure I've already read it. But there is a sequel to it called The Unleashed that I need to look for. So
For like YA, they're pretty scary.
yeah, they're pretty like Merciless is like Mean Girls meets The Exorcist.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, wow.
it's so good. It's so good.
Because
It's
like
quick
the
read.
yeah.
scariest book I've ever read is the original Amity horror book.
Oh yeah, same.
This one is
Um,
creepy. It's about her family buys old houses and restores them. And this is like an old
I don't
haunted
think I've
house
read it. I'll
that
have to read it
has-
after
yeah,
you're done.
that has
Yeah.
a bad past. But it's pretty, if it's the one I'm thinking of that I've already read, it's really good. Watching anything on TV that's scary right now is just what I'm watching.
It's spooky time.
It's spooky time, so my whole family they have to sit and watch AMC Fear Fest because that's what's on my TV 24/7. And I'm not listening to anything. But apparently I need to start because it sounds like Strange and Unexplained has some good ones.
Strange and Unexplained, not Strange and Unusual.
Well,
Oh my
I knew what you
God.
meant. I didn't even
Yeah,
realize
but
that you
they
said-
probably didn't want to.
I didn't even realize you said unusual. I
Yeah,
was
but
just
like the last few were really good ones. I don't know if like she was planning on doing those to gear up for Halloween,
yeah.
but then I've gone back and caught up some of the others. And she's gonna do there's one I haven't listened to, but it's about the murder of Lois Duncan's daughter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And if you don't know who Lois Duncan was, she was a horror writer, like a young adult horror writer. So a little above R.L.
Oh, I mean, I
Stine.
knew who she was when you said that. I was like, what?
Yeah, and I didn't realize that until I read the
Mm.
thing. So I'm really anxious to listen to that. So like there was
That's
Christopher
interesting.
Pike and there was Lois Duncan. So kind of when if you grew up in the
That's
maybe
interesting.
80s, 90s,
90s,
those were
yeah.
your horror,
That wax
R.L.
smells
Stine.
good.
your
That's
horror
so
young
good.
adult
Mm,
writers.
some of those.
We got new, Sarah has a friend at work that sells Scentsy, and so we got a new wax melt, and I mean, I just put it in, it smells good.
Yeah,
I'm
it
sitting
smells
here
good. I'm definitely gonna order
smells
that.
like
It's gonna remind me.
fall.
She's my Scentsy dealer.
Yeah.
We just ordered the there's a new Haunted Mansion
Warmer.
warmer
Yeah.
coming out, and Carrie and I just ordered that. So
Do we need it?
no,
Did we buy it?
yes.
That's how we live. Okay, so reading, I also read Witches of Brooklyn, book 2, which will be going back to my school, into my library. I can talk to the kids about it. It's just the cutest series, it really is.
It really is.
And now I'm still reading Frida Kahlo and the Peacock Ring. I don't know why it's taking me so long, but I'm enjoying it, so I don't really mind. So
You don't read very
I'm-
good. You need the
I don't read
pictures.
too good.
Just gotta look up the words.
I'm halfway through it, but I do like it. It's good. It's like the perfect read for Hispanic Heritage Month because it takes place in Mexico at the Casa Azul, Frida Kahlo's home. So very good. And so I have like this stack of books on my bed that are like my next to read. So I'm glad to be back to reading. It feels good to read just a little bit each night and to be able to like once I finish a book like the Amelia 6, I take it to school and I talk to my kids about it.
Mhm.
And then I put them on this like bookcase, and I've really gotten them into some stuff that they may not have read otherwise,
Yeah,
especially
yeah.
like my older kids. And it's a lot of fun to see them, to be able to talk books with them. I watched a bunch of like just spooky movies last week. What did I watch? I talked about There's Someone in the House last week and Madres.
Oh yeah, I need to watch that.
But then I like watched the remake of The Omen, like all movies I've seen.
Yeah.
But I was just in like a Halloweeny mood, so I watched that. I don't remember what else.
I was gonna say, I felt like I paid for a scary movie, but that was Forever Purge. and
Yeah.
No, I
that
feel
this
like there's
weekend.
so many. I've watched a whole bunch of movies because sometimes I'm just in the mood to watch movies. I'm caught up on the Great British Baking Show. Last week was Bread Week.
I
And
love
I-
Bread Week. It's-
Like Whitney is watching older ones, so she's
Yeah.
not caught up, but I texted her and I'm like, I'm pretty sure I could make focaccia.
oh, I think we could do it. We could
I'm
definitely.
like,
do
I
it.
think we need to do that. And she's like, oh yeah, for sure. I'm
As
in.
long as I'm not involved in it and I can go sit in my chair while they bake, I am perfectly happy with
That's
it.
like
totally gonna do
focaccia.
it.
That's like every episode. I'm like, I'm pretty sure I could do that. And then there's some things I'm like, there's no way I'm doing that.
Yeah, no. But
But
there are some
no.
things that I'm like, I want to try.
But
that.
usually they're mid baking, or at least definitely Carrie's mid baking. I hear, Sarah, would you come help me with this? No, because Sarah didn't
I
sign
feel
up to
like-
bake.
Focaccia is like it's like an entry level. Like I
Yeah.
could do it.
Yeah.
I did make bread over like quarantine when everyone in the world
Is
was
it a
making
yeast
bread.
bread or is it?
Yeah.
It is.
I did make bread then, which was actually good. Like a really
It really
rustic
was. It was a
thing.
very rustic
Like, very
bread,
heavy,
and
though.
she had mom and I over for something, and it was really
That was
good.
my one foray into.
And we kept
bread
telling her to
making.
make it again, and she wouldn't because she's a brat.
Yeah, it's kind of a pain.
She's
Bread
kind
is,
of a pain.
I mean, bread is a pain.
And
Like,
I
there's
don't like,
lot to
I'm not a
learn.
huge bread eater. Like our grandmother was a huge bread eater. She loved bread.
That's
like
what my
bread
mom
with
is.
it. Yeah.
My mom loves bread.
And our mom does too, but I will buy a loaf of bread and I hate it. I wish they sold half loaves of bread. because I
Yes.
end up throwing it away or giving it to the birds or whatever. I'm just not a bread person, but like fresh baked bread, it's like the smell, I think, more than anything,
Yeah.
quite honestly.
Mhm.
I
So
follow
good.
this lady on Instagram who is a military wife, and they're in Germany, and they just have like fresh bread in all their grocery stores.
Yes.
Like Aldi is a huge thing there, and they have like she like does a live video when she's there, and it's just like rows of fresh bread, and it
I'll
looks
never
so
forget
good.
going
The
to Silver
carbs.
Dollar City with Mimi. And because we did that a few times when we were little, and she bought bread from their bakery on the way out and literally rips into the bag when we get in the car so she can start eating the bread.
Well, I
It
remember
was
when we were
awesome.
younger, we went to us and our moms, the three of us and our moms went to Texas because we have
The
family.
little bitty Wonderlows from
Yeah,
Astro
we have
World.
family that lives down in Texas, like on the bay, or the Gulf, sorry. And we went to Astro World and you could buy like little loaves. Do you remember that?
I don't remember that.
It was
There's
like
so
a
much
little-
about. I mean, I remember the trip. I don't
Yeah.
remember the bread.
It was like a
loaves.
little mini loaf of Wonder Bread. And I just remember like walking out of Astro World, like just chawing on them, like, it's no wonder that I'm on Weight Watchers.
Yeah, I remember that trip too. That's when these
Just
two made me
chowing
sleep
down
on
on the
the
loaf of
floorboard
bread.
of the car. So
Like, sure, give these
Poor
children just a
Sarah.
loaf of white bread.
And loaf of
enriched
white
white bread.
Mm.
Yummy.
Welcome to America. But it was amazing. That's a memory, like a core memory. And like going
that.
at Disneyland, we're totally off topic again.
We are
California
We've gone off the
Adventure.
rails.
At California Adventure, they have that small like Boudin bakery.
Yes.
And you can go in. I don't know if that's how you say it, but
I think Carrie and I went in a couple times.
yeah, they give you like just a little piece of
A little
sourdough
piece of
bread.
sourdough
Oh,
bread.
that would be good.
But they also have the tortilla place.
Yes, which is also amazing.
And I'm pretty sure, because I think they're like
Disney's all
really
about
super
food.
close to each other. And so I'm pretty sure one trip you and I went from one to the other to the other.
Disney's
Until
all
we had
about
a
food.
nice little snack. Yeah.
I think I told Bobby recently, I'm like, yeah, Whitney, because I was talking about Whitney and I going to Tennessee over break, and I'm like, yeah, we kind of base our vacations around food.
Yeah, like where we can eat.
The food and cross stitch.
Right.
That's what it's become.
We've at least added crust.
Yeah, that's true.
It
Not
used to
just
just be
food.
food.
Yeah.
Anyway, And then we went totally on a tangent.
We did.
I went back to the new season of The Opportunist. I love that one because first of all, she's great and her voice is very soothing.
Mhm.
But also they're like shorter. It's like 3 or 4 episodes.
Yeah.
Maybe up to 7 or something like that. But it's not this never ending. Sometimes I like the never ending, but sometimes you just want something shorter that's not going to take you forever.
You want to wrap it up.
Yeah.
And
as always, My Favorite Murder, because that's
yeah,
what.
I'll have to listen to that because the one she did about the pharmacist, I couldn't finish it. It made me angry when it
Infuriating.
happened.
Yeah.
And it made me even angry to keep hearing about it. And I'm like, I'm gonna
Well, I
skip
think
that one.
for like Robert Courtney is who she's talking about.
Oh,
the
yeah, sorry.
Pharmacist that diluted cancer medication. I think if you're from Kansas City, for the most part, you may not know someone directly, but you know someone who was affected
Right,
by it
affected by
because
it.
it was so widespread in
Yes.
Kansas City and it really affected our city.
And I think then when you also have relatives that have gone through any kind of cancer treatment, it's kind of always in the back of your head. I mean, it's like
I think it's just one of those like turning point moments. It's like
where you used to be
the Hyatt Regency
yes,
disaster.
Yeah.
That it's like for Kansas City, it's one of those
turning point moments. And I think for a lot of people,
moments.
since it was kind of a nationwide case, a pharmacist is just someone you always automatically trust.
Yeah,
You
especially
never
like local.
Yeah.
and I think to lose that,
Yeah.
especially someone who was kind of a local pharmacy and a lot of people went to him and you kind of used to have that. Like we still had was it PD Childers that used to be in Inglewood?
Yeah.
That
now there's
kind
no
of,
small
when you
pharmacies
were
anymore, it feels
around,
like.
I mean, they
Yeah.
were still open. I think when I got my wisdom teeth pulled, because I feel like mom called them for something and they like
Oh,
delivered
yeah.
it to the house for me. So I think, when you used to have that trust and then that trust is just totally shattered and you're just
Yeah.
kind of like, well, crap.
Yeah, I enjoyed listening to
So
it.
I couldn't listen to it.
definitely was.
But I want to go back and
Makes you
listen to
mad.
this one because it's another cult. And we love us a good cult.
Do love a good
There's just so
cult.
many. I mean, you
There
just
are.
can't.
There's so
There really
You
are.
can't.
And anyone that can talk you into giving them a whole bunch of your money
Yeah.
Or just your whole
or
entire
your
life.
whole entire life,
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's just kind of fascinating.
it's kind of like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So that's pretty much it. So we are together today, obviously. We went and ate lunch. We were gonna go, oh, you don't need to know this.
if you're ever in Kansas City, Manny's downtown.
It's so good.
Yeah, it's like probably like the Kansas City restaurant for like Mexican food, like the most well-known if you come to Kansas City.
Yeah.
Plenty of other restaurants to
Oh,
choose from,
tons
but
of other little ones down there that we
Manny's is
need to
like-
try, but
yeah,
Manny's is
it's
kind
an
of,
institution. So
yeah.
Yes, it
institution.
is.
And then we're going to watch movies because we've not yet watched Muppet Haunted Mansion. And we've also not watched Halloween Kills, which
Yes.
just came out yesterday. It's streaming on Peacock. And so we're gonna watch the last one and then Halloween Kills because that's what we do.
Mhm.
And it's very important we watch the Muppet Haunted Mansion while it's still bright
Yeah,
outside.
pretty sure it's
because
gonna be
that could the-
terrifying.
That could probably be the scariest one of the day.
It's gonna be a journey through terror.
Dun, dun,
I'm
dun.
pretty excited about it. I hope it's good.
I am too. I'm very excited.
I've not really heard anything. So,
Mm-mm.
I mean, some people have asked me if I watched it. And I'm like, no, not yet.
Yeah, no, not yet. Don't spoil it.
No spoilers.
No spoilers.
We've
And then in 2 weeks,
ridden the Haunted
so not
Mansion
next
5,000
weekend,
times.
in 2 weeks, we have a new Paranormal Activity.
That's right.
Yeah, excited about that. That's one of my favorite
Yeah.
franchises.
We like
It's
that
very
franchise.
good.
I mean, there was one that was quite a stinker, but then
Right. But for the
But
most
as
part,
it
they're all
always
pretty
happens.
good,
But I
yeah.
think you get stinkers
it
in
always
every
happens.
franchise.
Yeah, exactly. But I do enjoy those. So we will let you go. That's probably it for us. We've rambled enough.
We really have.
And I think that's it. I don't
I think
know.
so.
If you have any questions for us that we didn't answer because we're terrible about that, then leave them below. I'm trying to get back into like answering comments each week. It's just, sometimes I'm better than others. Usually it's like Thursday night. I'm like, oh, I gotta answer comments.
Right.
I read every single one when it comes in, but I'm terrible about answering them. So,
Oh, you're a horrible person.
but come back next week. We'll do a little spooky time giveaway for Halloweener. And that's it.
That's it.
I hope you guys have a great week. Hope you stay healthy, that your weather's good, and that you get in some time to stitch. And we'll see you next
Oh.
time.
Yeah, that's it. Sorry, I guess you want me to get up and do it.
Bye. See you real soon.
And